What Sonoma County is facing in animal welfare is not new, and it's not a single agency's fault or failure. What happened in Clear Lake was not solely on the shoulders of North Bay Animal Services. I'm not saying that what happened to those animals was okay or it justifiable. I'm not. What I'm saying is that North Bay Animal Services has always put their best foot forward and have always done the best that they can and put everything that they have into what they do. The county shelter has been chomping at the bit to get the Windsor contracts as well as the other contracts because they feel that they are the only ones that can provide the level of service needed. The county has killed thousands of pit bulls without even giving them a chance. Their veterinarian is a murderer. Let's not forget about the emu that was cooked and barbecued and eaten right there at the shelter. Oh, wait, what did Officer Martinez said? At least it was adopted first. I don't even know how that even makes it okay. What happened in Clear Lake is a result of a systematic failure from outdated policies, code enforcement abuse, and the municipals that contract with the shelters. They create the rules in which the shelter can play by. They say what can happen and what can't happen. So if you're going to blame anybody, blame the municipals. Just because they're pulling out of their contracts with North Bay Animal Services does not make them innocent, and it should not keep them from being punished or facing consequences. Every single individual, every single agency that was involved needs to be held responsible because the results of what happened at North Bay are because of what the municipals do. We're going to be facing the same issues with every single contract holder. The answer is not to back out of the contract that we are currently have. I believe that we should continue on with North Bay Animal Services and give it a chance. Let's try something. So we can actually be telling the truth when we say that we have exhausted all possible outcomes or routes. Let's change our town ordinances. Let's separate animal services from code enforcement and using it as an easy target for individuals because the town wants to get their hands on property. They want to find ways to make revenue. Windsor, I challenge you to prove that what I am saying, that prove that my claims or my beliefs against you aren't real, and stick with your contract with North Bay Animal Services. Change your policies and see if that doesn't work. See if that doesn't help out in putting an overload on the shelter. Because if you withdraw from this contract like the other towns have, then you're proving that you are the problem and you simply are just discarding contract holders like there's parking tickets. Why? Because the blame doesn't go back to you. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. So we're here. Let's water this grass and let's find new, innovative ways to help save animal lives. Stop overfilling the shelter, demanding that they come and take animals when your code enforcement wants to get their hands on property. Stop sending. Where do you think they're gonna? Where do you think these animals are gonna go? How do you think that these animals? What are they supposed to do with them? When you keep demanding to send animals there, and the county is no better. The county is no better. The county has been overfilled, over 200 dogs over capacity, and they refuse to give out kennel license. Because why? Because they believe that they are the only ones that can provide the care needed. And according to their veterinarian, that's a sociopath. Everything that she tried to say about me describes you, lady. Catherine McKenzie used to be Hicks. But going back to what I was saying about North Bay Animal Services, my frustration with that agency didn't come from anything other than a legitimate heartbreak. When I felt like I was thrown under the bus or I felt like I was being manipulated, but that's not the case. I feel like Mark and all his staff have always been upfront Unfortunately, there is only so much that they can do within the rules of the contracts. But I say give them a chance, because if you really care about animals, if you really want to see a no-kill community, North Bay is our only shot. North Bay, possibly the Humane Society, but it tells a lot about a person and an organization when shit hits the fan. Them backing out and separating themselves from the alleged issue tells a lot about where their how strong their loyalty is. Loyalty, integrity is supposed to be solid and unbreakable. So I'm asking you guys, the city citizens, the town citizens, give them one more chance. How many times have we been screwed over by the county shelter or other county agencies? And whether it's because we have no choice or not, we still bite the bullet, bend over, grab our ankles. But with North Bay, you have a choice. And I'm asking you to choose the right thing, because North Bay really is, in my opinion, the only route to getting our community to no kill. Some things need to change. I don't. That is, I don't want everybody to sit there and go, oh, what that things need to change. The public needs to be more involved. Kennel license need to be more available. If we don't know how to do it, we need to be taught how to do it. This needs to be a community effort. We can't just pay an organization to get rid of it, to handle or animal services. This needs to be every single person doing their job. And this means that code enforcement needs to back the hell up and accept that we're in the middle of a crisis right now, and that everybody is being called to action. Now, is this video going to have much of an impact? I don't know. Probably not. But I'm telling you, keep this in mind. Watch everything. Pay attention. And depending on what our town decides to do, I know for myself, I will definitely be keeping that in mind when I do my voting next. Windsor has proven time and time again that they don't care about you. They don't listen to you. What happened with Floppy? Did everybody forget about that? Or, it's every incident of an emergency, blurs your vision and memory, clouds your memory about things that have happened. You need to remember all of things. Do we forget Andy Lopez? Do we forget David Ward? Do we forget all of it? Remember that in the grand scheme of things, out of all the agencies that have ever caused us harm, repeatedly, North Bay Animal Services was found for one fault. That was not it wasn't solely on them. It was because our towns insisted on overfilling them past the max, because they have no regard for animals. And instead of working and changing that, they just cut them off and go to the next, because it makes them money. Animals shouldn't have a dollar sign on them.